give you a little look at what's going on in the field house. We are nearing completion. Some of our coaches were able to move in last Saturday, and we are expecting athletes to hopefully move in this Monday. So let's take a tour through this field house. Start here in the coach's office. So this is one of our smaller coaches' office for our baseball coaches, our cross country and track coaches. The next office you see as you come through the front doors will be Miss Artho's office, our secretary for the field house. We're going to start into the next office. This will be the athletic director's office. You can see there's still some construction going on. We've got wet paint signs. There's work being completed here. As with any construction project, you know that work continues all the time when you're working on a construction project. So even after they're gone, we know there'll be touch-ups and things that need to be completed. What you're currently looking at is the coach's office for football coaches. So we've got enough room in here. We don't have that many right now, but we have enough room in here for 16 people to be seated. I'm going to take you to the front of the coach's office, and many of you may have driven by in the evening and have seen the mural up top. If you've not, we encourage you to drive down La Plata Street this evening and take a look back to the south, and you'll see the mural that is up front. As we exit the coach's office, we'll be to the east side of the building. I know that's difficult for you to tell at this point, but as we walk over to this area, we're going to come out to the main hallway. And in this main hallway, we have access to our baseball and cross country and track men's locker room. And we also have our freshman locker room, our JV locker room. And if you head back down this direction, you'll get to the varsity locker room as well as the film room, our laundry room facility, and also storage. So we're going to take you now to the baseball and track and cross country for our boys. Storage rooms here. This is the hot water heaters. Take a look at that just so you get the size and magnitude. There are 4 of those hot water heaters to heat the water for the building. Again, work continues. They are installing ceiling tiles. And this is the locker room for our baseball and cross country track, boys cross country and track. Again, you notice the wet paint caution sign, so we're going to be very careful opening this door. So this is a freshman locker room. We're just going to take a peek in here because this floor is wet. They've just sealed this concrete, but you'll be able to see the benches in there as well as the difference in the lockers. The lockers in the freshman locker room look quite different from those in the JV locker room and then again in the varsity locker room. This will be the JV locker room. You'll notice the different lockers. They're very different from, again, what I said in the freshman locker room, and then what we're going to take you over to show you the varsity locker room in just a moment. JV locker room. And go into the bathroom area. The bathroom is shared between the freshmen, so you'll notice a door down here on the end that has caution on it. That doorway goes into the freshman locker room, so the freshmen and the JV share a bathroom area. So we've got bathroom area. What you're seeing right here is you see a whole bunch of little lockers, and you're thinking, what in the world is that? This is actually for our laundry. So it's a pass-through, what they call a pass-through. So the laundry's on the other side. They're able to put the laundry in the little lockers. Students get their laundry out and take it and dress. The good thing, and really in this year and day and time right now with the pandemic that we're dealing with, this is going to create a more sanitary environment. So we're very excited about that for our student athletes. And now you're entering the varsity locker room. The varsity locker room has gray lockers. Similar concept, but the lockers themselves are different. You will notice some bare areas. When you notice those areas, it's because we have a shortage on the lockers, so we are missing 9 lockers that were ordered. The contractors built our benches out just a little bit further, and as a result of building those benches out, We've got 4 open spaces, and those will be filled in with lockers as well. So we've got 13 lockers still on order. Part of those 9 lockers are on back order because of COVID. That is really the only issue we had with the pandemic as far as product coming in. We feel very fortunate with that regard because I know not every job had that ability to get their product in on time, and we feel very fortunate that we were. In the varsity locker room, you'll see another laundry pass-through. This is a pass-through of lockers again to supply laundry to the students. We're going to actually take you into the laundry facility so that you can see we do have washers and dryers. We've always had washers and dryers to take care of laundry, but we'll be able to see that here. We've got 3 commercial washers, and we also have 3 commercial dryers. In the old field house, much of our storage was in crates and boxes and put up in high areas of storage. Building this new field house, we had seen this in other areas, but created a storage room, and so you just turn these knobs and it takes an entire row of storage. And so I'm going to back up here and do this one as well so you can see this as we're moving it. So you can see that things are stored on each of these shelves. We've been able to move some things in. You see jerseys, you can see helmets there, see some grays near the back. This is going to be a great storage facility for our workout attire as well as our game day clothing. This all comes out to a main hallway here. There's a great mural up here. We've quoted some gentlemen that have been instrumental in being a part of the HERD program over the years. And so we're excited to have that. As you walk this hallway here, you're going to notice in just a minute we have a very big bare wall, and we do have some laminate coming for that wall. It just has not come in yet. And so again, we're still working in this area, but this is a great tribute again to some of those people that have been big HERD supporters over the years and continue to be HERD supporters. So this wall here is what you will notice is a big just bare area, but that will be a HERD logo, as well as you'll see the bull on the wall there, so that you're all familiar with our mascot, and that's what it's going to be right there on that wall. We are now entering the weight room. What you're going to notice is no weights are in there right now. They've just finished the flooring in this room, but we will be moving the weights in from the barn just as soon as possible. I'm going to have Brian come closer to the door, and we're going to look through the window. These doors are locked, but it's just a big area. Again, we're going to move those weights in there. You'll see the 3 garage doors on the other side that allows for ventilation. Remember, this room is the actual pad, so the concrete pad that was initially there, we were able to repurpose and reuse that concrete pad under the weight room. And so that is actually the original concrete that's being used in that facility. We didn't have to lay new concrete there. We'll walk down. So again, this is the main hallway here that we just came in. You'll notice there's trophy cases on both sides of that hallway. The trophy case to the right, where I'm pointing right now, that trophy case shows right into the secretary's office. You'll be able to see who's coming into the hallway. The one on the left side is a closed off trophy case there, and that's the one I'm pointing to now, so the left-hand side, my left-hand side. So we're going to walk into, this is a staff dressing area. Different type of lockers for the staff dressing room. As we make our way down this big open hallway, you'll notice this is an area where we're moving to the girls' side of things. So we actually have girls cross country and track in this facility as well. They can enter from the outside of this building as well as the inside of this building. So we're going to step in here to the girls' dressing room. You'll still notice some construction going on, but this is the girls' dressing room. We do have outlets over here near the side. You don't see a lot of open cabinet space and outlets like that in the boys' locker room so much, but you'll see that in the girls'. As we leave the girls' cross country and track room, we're going to make our way back down the hallway, and we're going to actually come near to the outside of things because we want to make sure that you see the training room. The training room can be accessed from the outside of the building as well as the inside of the building. The purpose for that is many of our students come and meet with Sarah in the morning for training. They stay late in the evening for training. That way they don't have to access the whole building, but they can access the building from outside. Before we go there, let's make a trip over here to these main two doors. You'll notice there's two doorways here. And this, we're going to go out to the big barn. And many of you are familiar with this. It's an indoor turf area. We're going to show you the indoor turf area here. This is where all of our weights are right now. These are the weights that will be moved into the main facility, but they're in this building for now. This building will be emptied, and we will use this building again for our indoor practice area. But we have access to the indoor practice area right into the field house, which is not something we had before. This is just a big open area, students coming and going. It allows some extra space for pass-through. Another hallway, this is where we walk into, and you're going to notice a big storage area again. Sarah will be able to utilize this for storage for Gatorade containers, ice chests, things that are often used for our games, also for student athletes, for training purposes, to get them well if there's been an injury or things like that. We're going to exit out of the main building. And this is still a part of the building, but you can access it from the outside, and we're going to show you how you do that. So you come in from the outside, and we go into our training facility. In this training facility, we repurposed and used a lot of our old equipment. So we didn't spend money on a whole lot of new things as far as equipment goes. That's something we'll hope to be able to do in the future. But right now, we'll have all of our tubs and baths in here for student injuries. To be able to take care of those, you'll notice the beds along the wall. And then we've got we'll have a washer and dryer in here so that Sarah can wash towels and things like that she needs to. There'll be a dishwasher in here to sanitize any water bottles and things that we use. Many of you may wonder, how do they wash all those things? Well, we had a system for doing that, but this is going to be a better system. We'll have ice machines in here, multiple ice machines. Those are still coming. We also have an office for Sarah and restroom facility in this room as well. Any new facility of this magnitude is going to require a fire suppression room, and that's what this room is right across from the training area. We've been working with our local city, county officials on that, and Dean Turney's been instrumental in helping us with all of that. So you'll notice they're still working on the parking lot. There's some landscaping going on. The double H that's out, or the H that's out here, will be painted. We will have the flagpole ready to go as well. Some of you have asked several times about the big barn and if we're going to paint the big barn, and yes, we are. I believe they may start painting on that today. So you'll notice that we are going to try to match that paint with the new field house so that it outlines with that. Parking lot should be finished on Monday. They're putting down asphalt today, and they'll be striping on Monday. Also notice in the background here is the home concession stand. That's the concession stand as well as the restrooms for the home side of the stadium. They have the same similar type of building on the visitor side. So that was a part of this whole package. Is we have new visitor concession and restrooms, we have new home concession and restrooms, and we have a new field house which ties into the big barn. This entire project would not be possible without the Hereford community. And we want to say a big thank you to the Hereford community for allowing us the opportunity to provide access to these types of facilities for our student athletes and our staff. Thank you, and go Herd!